If you are watching this for the first time and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole, and I own DeanCole Coaching. We are a consulting firm. We specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. I'm also the CEO of Atlanta Lights Restaurant and Lounge, the #1 restaurant and lounge in Puerto Plata, as well as the CEO of CEO Cigars. When you want to celebrate life, you celebrate the CEO way. So that's who I am. And this is a live Q&A that I'm doing where I'm just gonna answer you guys questions, and I'm just gonna talk, and I'm just gonna teach about how to start a business with very little money and just answer your questions. Now, one thing about this, if you've never seen me before, it's very interactive. I'm not somebody that's just sitting on YouTube bumping my gums just to hear myself talk. This is very interactive. What's going on, Robert? How are you doing today? So you guys are gonna dictate the flow of this. Free game, absolutely. Yoga's in the building. So if you're watching this on the replay, if you wanna know who I'm talking to, there's a live chat that you can look into to see the live chat. And I want you to participate with me as if you're watching me live as well. What's up, brother? How are you doing today? So Chris Dogan is in the building. What's up, Chris? Long time no talk to. Chris, hit me up, man. I wanna catch up with you. So, I just want to talk with you guys. That's it. Just answer you guys' questions. On a personal note, I'm doing a 100-pound weight loss journey. Drinking my water, and I lost 5 pounds, so I'm happy about that. But today, I just want to answer you guys questions about business and how to start a business and how to get funding and those type of things. I just got off of a conference call with a nonprofit organization that's a client of mine, 501c3. And we just did a fundraiser budget for them for the next 12 months. And so it just put me in the mood. I said, you know what, let me just talk to you guys, let me tap in and let me connect. So I know I said that I was gonna do a better job of connecting with you guys on a more consistent basis. So forgive me, I'm trying to. I got so much going on, like I said. Man, I got so much going on, like I said, with the online coaching and mentorship, with the cigar line, with the restaurant. It's a lot, man. There's a lot going on. So let's see if you guys, let's see, I think somebody just asked the question, drink grapefruit in the morning? No, I'm not gonna drink grapefruit juice in the morning. Lewis, that's not good. So with my weight loss journey, I know this is about, I'm gonna let everybody get in here for a moment and because YouTube is pretty late when it comes to letting people know about when I'm live. So I'm gonna let a few of you guys go get notified. Everybody hit that like button, hit the share button. But for me, I'm doing intermittent fasting. So for me, what has helped me is I look so rough right now, but it's all right. Let me stay focused. I need to go get my hair cut today. I look so rough right now. But what I'm doing is I'm doing intermittent fasting. So what intermittent fasting is, I have an eating window where I'm eating at 1 o'clock. So from 1 to 4 o'clock, that's when I'm eating. So I don't want to drink grapefruit juice in the morning because it's going to break my fast, and it's not worth it. Apple cider vinegar and water is a different story. Anytime you eat something that's 25 calories and under, it does not count. But nevertheless, we're talking about business. So let's do a temperature check. Let's see who's all in the building and where you guys are watching me from. So if you are chiming in, if you're watching me, first telling me where you're watching me from, let's do a city check-in. Start a business with a bank loan for your own. So Yoga says, start a business with a bank loan or your own money. That's a statement. You got to ask a question, Yoga. Come on now, you know how this goes. We got AJ is watching from Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, AJ, how are you doing? We got, I think it's Dashika watching from New Jersey. We got Chris watching from Santo Domingo. What's up, Chris? We got O'Belly is watching from Los Angeles. We got Jewel is watching from ATL, from Raleigh, North Carolina. We got Amel from Raleigh, North Carolina. We got Blessed for Success is watching from Washington State. Meek is from Oklahoma. We got James from Tampa, Florida. We got Professional Tourist. I think that's your name. Is that professional tour? Hold on, like, my eyes playing tricks on me. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Come on now. I got fat fingers now. All right, say something, guys, because it's starting to act up now. There we go. There we go. Let's see what that name was. Oh, pre-designed tutorials from Los Angeles. We got Money Marco from DMV. We got Cooley from Houston. King JoJo's from Washington, D.C., UK. Okay, Mike is in the building. DL is what? Hey, what's going on, DL? How are you doing today? So it's in the middle of the day. I don't even know what time it is. Like I said, I just decided to jump on. It's 11:30, so we're not gonna have that many people. So we got, what, 50-some odd people in here right now. Everybody hit that like button, hit the share button right now. Let everybody know that you value this information, value this content. And so I just want to answer you guys questions. So what questions do you guys have about starting your business or starting a business? Like I said, I'm going to start back with a consistent schedule. So with my schedule, the goal is 6:30 in the morning, hit the gym, and we're also going to be doing free Zumba classes at the restaurant on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So for my cardio, I'm going to be doing Zumba at Tuesdays and Thursdays at the restaurant. But the goal is to hit the gym at 6:30. Then from there, I'm at the office. And then while I'm at the office, I'm gonna start back going live again, doing some of these lives. 8:30 in the morning is absolutely. What's going on? Ray Day is in the building watching. Ray David is watching from Canada. You said it's 8:30. Where you at, Ray? And these comments are sticking. All right, so let's see. Let's get into it. God dang it, man. This is really bothering me. Sorry about this, guys. Are my courses still available? Absolutely, Angel. All of my courses are still available. Everything is still available. Matter of fact, if you're watching this video, follow the link in the description below, and the pinned comment below will take you to all of my courses, all of my online courses, where you can go through startup on how you want to start a business, or even how you want to start and fund your 501c3 or nonprofit organization. So everything is still available. Just go to DeanColeCoaching.com. Matter of fact, Ray, drop that DeanColeCoaching.com. So Chris says funding is a big issue. Best to come with money. Absolutely. Or build funding. Funding isn't that bad. You know what? Let me rephrase that. Funding is not a big issue. When you know where to get money from, it's not a big issue. The issue is people don't want to learn. Financial literacy is the biggest issue, because once you learn how to get funding and how to get money, they just give you money. Like, let's do a temperature check. Have you ever seen an immigrant, or have you ever seen somebody from another country come to the United States and just start a business just like that? If you've seen it, I want you to say seen it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I want you to say, I don't see it. And if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to participate with me. It's the exact same thing as you coming into the DR, coming anywhere. It's your mindset. It's because they're taught to start a business, and they're taught how to stack their paperwork to start a business. The problem is that a lot of times we don't want to learn how to do so, and or the person is not there to teach them. That's the reason why I do what I do. The #1 best-selling book of all time says that how can my people hear without a teacher, and how can he teach except he be sent? So that's why I'm here, because I'm sent to teach you guys on how to start a business and how to grow a business. But that's how it is. It's like, it seems like they just get money for free all the time. Thanks so much. The Awakening said, seen it. Thank you for participating. Who else has seen it? Well, it seems like they just come to the U.S. and they just get money just like that. Somebody's, okay. Okay, the questions are coming in. All right, so let's see if I can answer some of these questions. Ooh, give me a second, guys. Some of these questions are kind of long. You guys are gonna have to try to keep the questions short, okay? Try to keep the questions short and get straight to the point. It's Disc Vanger is how you pronounce my name, and you've seen it. Thanks so much for that, Disc Vanger. All right. All right, so Alvaro Sanchez says, I want good credit. Anything you can recommend for personal credit, I'm in the 400s. If you're in the 400s, then I suggest that you need a course, you need help. If you're in the 400s, you need to be taught about your finances. If you're in the 400s, that means that you tried to get credit, got bad credit, and never did anything about it. So what I would suggest that you do is you go to Startup Coaching, go to DeanColeCoaching.com. In my Startup Coaching course, I give you a free course on personal credit. It's called the 720 FICO Coaching. We give that to you for free. And that's gonna teach you how to get a 720 FICO Coaching. To answer your question, Alvaro, that's my strong suggestion if you're at a 400. So AB, what's it says? Was that Chef Boy AB? Was that Chef Boy AB? You guys have some interesting names. Like Chris Dogan, that's the name, Chris Dogan. 2 separate words. Why y'all got all these crazy stuff? So I'm just gonna say Chef Boy AB. Okay, Chef. Okay, thank you. Y'all asking all these, y'all need to change y'all YouTube name. If you guys are gonna be my subscribers, y'all gonna have to change y'all names. If y'all want me to talk to y'all, because I'm gonna start, because I don't want to seem illiterate, and I don't want you guys to make me look crazy because y'all want to put some crazy stuff on here. If y'all want to be, this is a serious channel, so if y'all really gonna follow me, y'all have to change some of y'all names so I can talk to y'all. But Chef AB says, I have my LLC, I have my business bank account. What's the best way to start building business credit? That's a very good question. So the very first thing is you have your LLC, which is very good. So now what you need to do is you need to get a DUNS number. You need to get your number with Dun & Bradstreet. So when you are a U.S. citizen, you're born with a Social Security number. So you have your inalienable right to build credit. For a business, it's different. So there are multiple different types of businesses. So it's not your inalienable right to start building business credit. So what you have to do is you have to get something that's called a DUNS number. A DUNS number is just like your Social Security number, but you also have your EIN number. Your EIN number stands for your Employee Identification Number. So your EIN number basically allows you to have it's basically like a birth date, as it were. Your LLC documentation is kind of like your birth certificate, as it were. And your DUNS number is kind of like your Social Security number. So now you've created this baby with its EIN number, its Articles of Organization or LLC, and now you need to get a Social Security number for it, which is your DUNS number. Once you get your DUNS number, then you're able to start building business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit. I have an online course, like I said, that walks you step by step through the process of doing all of those things. So it's not difficult, but it's daunting. And you have to follow the recipe. You have to go step by step. And if you don't follow the recipe as you do it step by step, you'll end up messing things up. Like, let me give you an example. If you bake a cake, right? If the recipe says, mix eggs, if it says mix eggs, butter, milk, vanilla extract, flour, baking soda, salt, and chocolate chips together. If you mix all of them in a bowl at the same time, you follow the steps, but your food, your cake is gonna be messed up because you have to follow it in order. You have to mix your wet ingredients first, then mix your dry ingredients, then you have to preheat the oven, and after you preheat the oven, then you gotta grease the pan, then after you grease the pan, then you mix everything together in the pan, and then you put it in the oven. But imagine if you followed all the steps, but you forgot to preheat the oven at 350. Or imagine you followed all the steps, but you forgot to grease the pan. So because you missed out on that one thing, it ends up messing up the entire cake. Even though you quote unquote have all the ingredients, but if you don't put them together the right way, you end up messing up your cake. If you guys understand that, I want you to say, got it. If you learn something new, I want you to say, wow, W-O-W. If you think this is boring, I want you to say it's boring. Let's talk about it. So if you guys understand where I'm coming from, if you got it, I want you to say, got it. If you learn something new, I want you to say, wow. And if you think it's boring, it's boring. Thank you so much for participating, AB. And you need to change your name. If you really serious, Chef Boy AB, change your name to your real name or something. Like the person above you is, the message that got deleted was something Williams. See, that's a name you can say, you know, and then talk with me, all right? So there we go. All right, thank you so much for participating. Let's see, appreciate you, very, very welcome. David says, got it. Okay, Jack says, you got it, boring. Thanks so much for watching, making me more successful. AJ says, wow, thank you for participating, AJ. All right, so let's see if there's other questions I missed. There gotta be a way to do this to where, okay, there we go. All right, Mike says, do I still offer discount from Brother Ben X? No, Brother Ben X and I, he's still a great, great brother. We just have not re-talked about his renewing his discount code with me. All right, AJ says, what's the benefit of a 700 credit score? That's a very good question, AJ. So I'm gonna be very honest with you from the standpoint of a bank, right? So having a 700 credit score is just like walking around with 5% body fat, right? In order to be healthy, you want to be at 10% body fat and under. Anything below that is just to say, ooh, I got it. It's just to be sexy, right? So in order for you to become bankable in the eyes of a bank when it comes to business funding, if you do use your personal credit, you want to have a 680 or better, okay? Anything above a 680 is just for novelty purposes. So 720 is just one of those things people like to achieve because we, as our society, we are very much so goal driven. We like to show things off. So by you having a 680 credit score or higher, that's what really matters in the eyes of the banks, okay? So after that, a 620 is good when it comes to getting funding for vehicles, when it's good when it comes to getting discounts on some insurance. Now, surprisingly enough, to purchase a home, all you need is a 580 credit score, and you can purchase a home with FHA. There are some programs out there where they don't look at your personal credit at all. Some nonprofit organizations that are out there that doesn't look at your credit at all. But ideally, you still want to try to build up your credit. So having a 700 plus credit score is just to say, I got it. It's just for novelty purposes. But in the eyes of lenders, in the eyes of banks, 680 or better is the best place to be. That's the best place to be. That's a very good question. Let's see, let's get to more of these questions. That's a very good question. All right. Let's see. What other questions you guys got? All right, so now we got 67. We got 70 people in here, man. All 70 of you guys hit the like button right now. We got 20, we want to have 29 likes. So everybody hit that like button. Let YouTube know you value this content. I'll be surprised if we can get over 100 people in the middle of the day and with me looking so rough because I'm not clean and pretty like I normally am. I really need to shave. And I also got to get ready to go to the restaurant, man. We're reopening our doors and we got to get some stuff restocked up, so we got to go. You've been missing me, Precious High. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I've been missing you guys as well. That's why I say I'm going to start back creating the content and doing my call-in show. I'm about to start back creating content for you guys as well. Can I just pin my website? It's easier if one of my moderators do it. Just go to DeanCole Coaching. Oh, you know what? I can do it. Hold on. If I go right here, let me go to my own live. Let me just go to my own live and do it real quick. But you know what? It'll be at the end. So if you're watching this video, no, we're not going to do this live. We're going to do it. If this video is up live, come back after it's live. I'm going to pin a comment. And at the pin comment will be where you can follow me on Instagram, on my website, as well as all of my coaching courses. They'll be available there. It's a lot easier for me to do it like that. Okay, let's see. So DL says, JM Mario asked a good question. How is your trucker adventure going? It's going absolutely well. Everything is going extremely well. Certain things I don't talk about publicly. I focus on, right now, the things that I'm focusing on is I'm focusing on my online courses, my business coaching. I'm focusing on funding, getting clients funding, also my restaurant and my cigar line. Those are the things that I'm focusing on right now. That was let's see. All right, Ray Davis says, yes, you've always provided great info. Definitely miss the lineup. Thank you so much. All right, everybody hit that like button and hit that share button. Everybody hit that like button and also hit that share button. What other question you guys got for me? Like I said, I know it's the middle of the day and it's not planned, so this is spur of the moment. If I see a good question, I will answer it. Oh, you know what? I'm in the process of actually getting new uniforms. The new uniforms for the restaurant is so nice. It's gonna be so sexy. So sexy. Hold on for a second. Where am I at? Oh, where did it go? No minimum order. There we go. Yeah, there we are. Bam. The new t-shirts and the new uniform for the girls are gonna be very nice. Very sexy. Multitasking. Let's see. If you guys don't have any other questions, we can call it. We can make it a short one. I just wanted to say hey to you guys, touch bases with you guys. Yes, Precious High. Every single thing that we have is still available. If you go to E.DeanCole Coaching, if you go to www.DeanColeCoaching.com, you can see all of our courses, all of our website. Everything is still the same. The only difference is that I haven't been doing YouTube every day because I've been running my businesses. So everything is still the same. So I want everyone to say everything is still the same. If you guys hear that, because people ask that question, Dean, are you still doing this? Am I still doing that? Yes. Still have my staff. Say everything is still the same. Please say everything is still the same. Please say everything is still the same. All right, so Andre asked a question. So Andre says, thank you so much for participating. Who is that? That is Daishika. Is that Daishika? Okay. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm trying to pronounce that name. But Audrey Thomas says, if you have multiple businesses, do you have multiple EINs? Absolutely, yes. So every single business has its own EIN, and the EIN number is free. You go to irs.gov and get a EIN number, and once you get an employee identification number, it's free. It doesn't cost you. If somebody's trying to charge you for an EIN number, run, because it's a fake, they're fraud, they're trying to scam you, okay? So your employee identification number, it is free. So when you are starting a business, you need to get an EIN number, because if you don't get an EIN number, you're not starting a business, you hustle. And that's the problem with the Black community. We just want to do something and we just say that we do it, and then boom, I'm a business. You're not a business, you're a hustler. And so what you need to do is you need to get an EIN number. Once you get your EIN number, it's best for you to be incorporated as an INC, a LLC, a S corporation, or a C corporation, depending on what your goals are. And once you've done that, then you get a bank account, a business bank account. And it's very easy to do. That entire process literally takes 72 hours. You get your EIN number. It takes you 10 minutes to get your EIN number, start to finish on the website. You go to the Secretary of State. You request to become, let's just say, an LLC, because it's the easiest and the cheapest one. You pay your online fee of around $100 some odd. You wait the processing time, which is 72 hours. Boom, you now have your EIN number, you have your articles, and now you're able to go to your local bank and open up a business bank account. So the only person stopping you from having a legitimate business is you. You just have to get out and do it. Sometimes we put more energy and effort into going out on a date with a sexy girl or with a sexy guy than we do our future. We do all this talking about how we want to do this, how we want to do that, how we want to go here and go there, but we don't put in effort and we don't believe what we say about ourselves, because if we really believe what we say about ourselves, we'll put action behind it. How many people you know right now that's been talking about starting a business for the past year and have not made one step? If it's you, I want you to say, ouch. If you know them, I want you to say, know them. So let's talk about it. If it's you and you've been talking about starting a business and you haven't even started anything, I want you to say, ouch. If you know that person, if you know somebody that has potential, they have a good idea, they have a good product, they might be great at what they do, but all they do is bump their guns, I want you to say you know them. So you can start the process. So the only person stopping you is you. We put more energy and effort into looking at girls online. We put more energy and effort in looking at guys online. We put more energy and effort into looking at stupid TikTok walking away videos or little dancing memes. And at the same time, our spirit is dying inside, and our future is becoming a lot further away because we're not investing in ourselves. You have to invest in yourself. You have to, the same way that you feed your spirit, you feed your flesh every single day, you also need to feed your faith and feed your future every single day. You have to get out of your own way. We have the habit of procrastinating. We have the habit of idealizing and iconoclasting success when the only person stopping you from being successful is yourself. You just got to get out of your own way. That's one of the reasons why one of the biggest haters hate me right now in the Dominican Republic, because all they did was talk. They bumped their gums and talk when I put action behind what I said that I wanted to do. And then people end up hating me for it. And I understand too, so there's a pressure in being mediocre. Sometimes when you have a group of people that are around you that are used to mediocrity, a lot of times to fit in with the crowd, you want to fit in, so you just want to do the minimum. And sometimes when you stand out, when you go after your higher education, or you go after that career, or you go after that relationship, or you go after that weight goal, or you go after that vacation goal, or you go after moving abroad, you're going to lose some friends, because so many of us have friends that are in a bubble, and we try to stay mediocre and we try to fly below the radar, because if we have the idea of doing it but never realize it, it's that's what keeps us as friends. That's what kind of keeps you as comrades. But when you step out of that comfort zone and you start to pursue what it is that you want to do, a lot of times those same people that called you a friend will now be an enemy, and they become haters for nothing other than the fact that you went after it, and it makes them feel bad about themselves. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a friend become a hater and you wondered why? If you've ever had somebody in your life that was a friend, and for some reason they just started hating on you, and you wondered why, that's the reason why. The reason why is because you went after something and it made them feel bad about themselves. The issue isn't you, the issue is how your actions made them feel. If you've ever experienced that before, I want you to say, preach. If you've ever had somebody try to tear you down for just going after your goal, or had somebody try to talk bad about you, or you found out that they were smiling in your face but behind your back wishing failure on you. If you've ever had that happen, I want you to say preach. And it took a long time for me to figure that out. I will say, why will so many people hate me and I've never done anything to them? I physically have never hurt them. I've never physically done anything to them. I never harmed them or anything. But what it is my existence, my audacity to believe hurt their feelings or made them feel bad about themselves. So that's the thing that I did to hurt them. And the same thing with you. Even family, absolutely, David. Unfortunately, family are the first ones. That's how come family won't support you until strangers celebrate you. Because family sees you as that little child or that little boy or that little girl growing up. they don't see you as the CEO or the CFO or the executive director or the IFBB pro or the top model or the head chef or the dean of the school. They don't see who you will become. They only see who you were. And unfortunately, family are the ones that will try to keep you in that bubble the longest. And that's unfortunate. That's why it's very important for you to pick your friends wisely. I think Erica Badu said it best. She said, my daddy told me to pick my friends like I pick my fruit. It's very important for you to be careful about who you pick your friends, who you choose to be your friends. So let me see, I went on I went on my preaching. So now let me go ahead and see some of these questions. All right, so let's see some of these questions. All right, so Sean C says, I have a trucking company. I want to move my trucks into a tax-friendly state. What's the best way to do that? That's a very good question, Sean C. So be specific. What tax-friendly state do you want to move them to? You got to be specific. So okay, let's just say, okay, I'll just tell you how to do any state. I'll just move, I don't know, where you at? It depends on where you at, Sean. Where you at right now? Where you want to move to? Delaware? Okay, so this is what you want to do, Sean. So what you want to do is your business is already set up. Let's just say your business is set up in, Sean, where's your business set up at? You answered that question very quickly, so you sharp. Where's your business right now, Sean? I'll tell you how to do it. You're in Virginia. All right, Sean, so your business is in Virginia. And what you want to do is you want to move your businesses to Delaware. So, was that Delaware? Hold on, let me make sure you said Delaware. Yeah, Delaware. All right. So what you're going to do, Sean, is you're going to go to the Delaware Secretary of State and you're going to file something that's called a foreign filing. All right. A foreign filing is, even though you're in the same United States of America, each individual state is its own entity, and all they care about is the local state. That's the reason why you have a local governor, you have a mayor, and you have city councilmen, and you have state representatives, okay? So they care about their state. So even though when we think of foreign, we think of outside the United States, like the Dominican Republic or China or Jamaica, or we think about Africa as a foreign. But in the United States of America, you're going to file something that's called a foreign filing. The foreign filing fee, I think it's anywhere from $75 to $150 in Delaware. Off the top of my head, don't give me the line. But you're going to do a foreign filing fee. When you're going to pay that foreign filing, and what they're going to do is you're going to get your articles of organization that you have from Virginia. You're going to upload them onto their website, and you're going to fill out the filing. And when you fill out your filing for Delaware, you're going to need a registered agent or a physical location in Delaware. You can do a virtual office if you choose to. And then you're going to do the same documentation that you used to file your business in Virginia. You're going to do that in Delaware. So once you do that, then you're going to give them your status. It's called the title is called, I didn't have my coffee, so I apologize, guys. I'm a little late. It's called good standing status. So you're filing on your good standing status. You're going to upload that to the Secretary of State. Once you upload that to the Secretary of State and you have a foreign filing, boom, you now have your ability to do business in Delaware. Once you have the ability to do business in Delaware and you did your paperwork, now you're able to legally move on paper all of your assets into to your current business that you have in Delaware. Then what you want to do is take that documentation along with your current EIN number to a good credit union, and I would suggest a credit union in Delaware, and open a business bank account with that address, your Delaware address. And then that is the address that you're gonna have all of your documentation, and that's the address that you're gonna have for all of your information. So if you own all of your trucks and you got your own authority, then that's where you're gonna update your DOT information. If you're just a owner operator and you lease on and you have a lease on fleet, that's where you're gonna update all of your documentation. You got it? So I just gave you some free coaching and developing. So if you got it, that was a very good question. So if you want to move any business from state to state, that's the process of doing it. If you guys got it, I want you to say got it. If you learned something new, I want you to drop the money bags. Let's see the money bags. We got 72, you're very welcome, Sean. We got 72 people watching live right now. We got 50 likes, man. Do I really have 20 some odd haters in the building? All of you guys, are you guys hating because I need to shave? I know I look rough. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button right now. All right, so let's see. Let's see. That was a good question. Let's see if I can find another good question. Somebody says, I've been hustling, I don't have a business. Ouch. Absolutely. You got to stop hustling and get a business. The awakening, you need to stop hustling and get a business, get a legitimate business. You go to, and do it today. Go to irs.gov and get your EIN number. And once you do that, then you can get started. All right, let's see, other good question. The war of SJW, that's a very good question. Should you go through a lawyer to get an LLC? You can, there are three ways you can get an LLC. You can do an LLC, well, there are four ways. No, there are four ways you can get an LLC. One way is you can go online and Google and try to figure out how to get an LLC yourself. Or you can enroll into my startup coaching course. And in my startup coaching course, it's $99 a month for 12 months. And I walk you step by step through the process of how you're able to get your LLC, to create a LLC. It's a video courses and there are links. All you have to do is click here, go there, and I physically walk you through the process of doing it. A third way is you can hire an attorney to do your LLC for you, which is gonna cost you around $3,000 or $4,000. Or the fourth way is you can hire my company to create a corporation for you as well. I hire a consultant to do it. And to hire us to do it, it's only $750. So there are different ways that you're able to do it. So you're able to do it yourself by going online to Google, trying to figure it out. 2, go in my online course and I teach you how to do it for $99 a month for 12 months. 3, you're able to hire an attorney, which is gonna cost you a few $1,000s. Or you can hire us to do it for you where we can create the LLC for you. That's something completely separate from our corporate build out. So those are the different ways that you can do to create the LLC. And depending on what your goal is, will determine your outcome. Like if you want to take a company public, meaning that you want to eventually create stock shares and you don't want an LLC, but you want an S Corp or C Corp, I strongly suggest you either A, hire an attorney, or B, hire us to do it for you. All right, let's see, other question. Somebody asked a question about an EIN number, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Somebody asked, do I know about government contracting? Yes. What question do you have about government contracting? Here's the question about the EIN. It was, what's the name? That name is Aniel Long says, is the EIN number good for the lifetime of the business or do you have to renew every year? That's a very good question, Aniel. So your EIN number is your employee identification number. It's like your birth date. So when you get your EIN, somebody just tried to give me a call and it ended up messing up the signal. Can you hear me and see me? If you can hear me and see you, hear me. If you can hear me and see me, I want you to say, hear you. If you can hear me and see me, I want you to say, hear me. If you can hear me, I want you guys to say, hear you. There we go. We got 62 thumbs up and 63 people like. That's what I'm talking about. So the other 12 haters left the building. That's awesome. We got 100% like ratio. That's awesome. You can hear me? Hear me? Okay, awesome. So like I was saying, so your EIN number stands for your employee identification number. It's kind of like your birthday. You get your birthday is your date of birth. You get your EIN number once, okay? So you go to the Secretary of State, you get your EIN number once. But then you have to file to create a LLC, a INC, a S Corp, or a C Corp is your articles of organization. Then when you file with the Secretary of State, that has a filing fee, normally around $150 to $250, depending on what state you're in. And then you have to do an annual filing. So you have to do your annual filing with the Secretary of State, not the IRS, but with the Secretary of State. And the annual filing fee is normally half the price of your initial filing fee. So in most cases, it's around $100. So that's what you have to file every year. And what'll happen is that sometimes people will go to get a loan, or they'll try to get a government contract, and it'll say that they are uncompliant with the Secretary of State. So in order to get a loan or to get funding or to get a contract, what'll happen is that they'll say active and incompliant, which means that they're active because they file, but they're incompliant because they didn't pay the filing fee. So let's just say 3 years. So depending on what state you're in, you might have to go back 3 years and pay the filing fee for those 3 years back to back in order to be compliant, okay? So if you guys understand that, I want you to say, got it, all right? If you understand that, I want you to say, got it. If you don't understand it, I want you to say, I don't get it. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Eric Bridges, I'm gonna make sure that Patricia gives you a call. You said that you are a corporate build-out client and you're having issues getting in contact with the office. So let's do this. So one, Eric, I'm gonna make sure that Patricia gives you a call this afternoon. And Eric, the best time to call is during the daytime. Like right now, we're in the offices. Like for instance, Patricia, I listened to, and all of our phone calls are recorded, right? So I listened to somebody who was upset and was like, I sent you guys an email and you didn't respond to me. And Patricia pulled up the person's email and they sent the email at 11:59 at night. Do you think that somebody's gonna respond at 11:59 at night? Yes or no? You guys say something, yes or no? Our normal, even though me as a CEO, me as a YouTuber, me as a personality, I might go live at that time. You might be watching my videos at that time. But as a business, like for instance, can you go to Atlanta Live? Can you go to Atlanta Lights, my restaurant, just because you happen to see my video or see me live? Can you just go to my restaurant anytime, or you have to wait till they open? You have to wait till they open? Can you just, and unfortunately people do this all the time. You have to wait till it opens. So the person was like, I sent you an email at 11:59 and you didn't respond to me until 4 o'clock the next day. Blah, 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 how unprofessional. And I don't understand why people are so selfish and self-centered and they think the world revolves around them. This is my thing too. All money is not good money. And I am about to start screening my clients. If you buy an online course, if you want to get an online course of mine, if you want to buy a video course or buy one of my books or buy one of my online courses or coaching, that's fine. That's fine. Anybody that's open to any and everybody. If you want to buy an online course, you can get started immediately. You go, click the button, you enroll today, get started tonight, get your voucher code, you'll be fine. But if I'm going to do one-on-one coaching with you, or I'm going to build a business for you, you're going to have to be vetted. I have to make sure that you have realistic expectations and make sure that you understand business. Because some of these people want get rich quick schemes, and I'm not about it. They'll see my lifestyle, they're like, oh, Dean, you flashy, like you living life. They think they're gonna hire me in June, and then in July they're gonna be balling like me. I don't want that money. I don't want the stress behind that, because you're expecting me to give you something that even Jehovah God don't give you. I can help you build a legitimate business and help you get funding that you're gonna have to work for. But I'm not gonna make you rich overnight. I'm not gonna make you successful. I will help you become successful, but I'm not gonna do it for you. That's like hiring a coach at the gym and get mad at them because you don't have six-pack abs, but you still eating Snickers and double cheeseburgers every day. And you mad at them because, man, I done had you for 6 months, man, and I ain't got no six-pack. But they don't come to the gym. They don't come to the gym. And they're not eating right, but yet they hired you as a coach and they want to get mad at you. So that being said, I assumed too much, but I'm going to have to vet the people to make sure that they have realistic expectations when I hire them, or not when they hire me. Because my time is so valuable now. My time is so much valuable to, instead of me just going up on my prices, I'm just gonna start vetting people more to make sure that it's a win-win situation for both people. But I said all of that to say this. Eric, I'm not saying that this is you. That just triggered the situation. So Eric, let me go back. I'm gonna make sure that Patricia calls you as soon as you and I get off the phone. I mean, get off of the line. I'm gonna make sure that, let's go back to make sure. Eric Moreno. No. I'm sorry, that's the wrong person. It's Eric Bridges. Okay, sorry about that. So Eric, I'm gonna make sure Patricia calls you personally, and make sure you contact the office during normal business hours. Call 800-867-7941 and leave a voicemail message. If you call and don't leave a message, we don't know that you called. Yes, we have caller ID, but because I am a public figure, we get thousands of phone calls and people don't leave messages. So if you're serious, the same way you left that message and say, hey, I'm a client, I need you to leave, say, hey, this is Eric, I'm a client in the corporate build out. Please contact me at this number at this time. Don't just say, call me back. Even though it's work for us to do it, we will contact you back. We will find you, get your information, but make sure that you contact the office during 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday during normal business hours. I'm a CEO. I work 24 hours a day. My clients, my staff don't. I'm always up creating content. I'm always up marketing. Y'all might see me on social media and see my green light on because I don't have a social life. I don't work, but that don't mean that my staff is not like that, okay? So my support staff has set hours. So make sure that you contact the office during normal business hours, leave a message, and somebody will contact you back. And if you say, well, I've done that before, well, do it again, God dang it. So what, you've done it once, do it twice, do it 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? You know, do it multiple times. We have to contact people, you have to wait your turn. So that being said, contact the office, 800-867-7941, leave a message. We will get to you. If it's urgent, do it multiple times so we'll know your urgency. We'll get to you. Because we have a lot of people that kick tires. We have a lot of people that call and ask questions, and we have a lot of people that are looky-loos because my stuff is so public. So we have to make sure that we kind of give the best customer service that we can. We'll have somebody to say, like, I want to know how I date Dominican women. They call it on the business line. That's life coaching. Say it with a smile. So that being said, if you have a question, you have problems, contact the office and leave a voicemail, all right? 800-867-7941. But Eric, I'm gonna make sure that Patricia gives you a call as soon as I get off of this live Q&A. I'm gonna call her personally, make sure that she reaches out to you, find your contact information, because I'm not gonna ask you to leave it on this public forum, but I'll make sure that she contacts you, okay? So if you guys get it, I know you guys get it, I want you to say got it, okay? If you guys get it, I want you to say got it. Make sure I'm not talking to myself. So somebody asked, Chrome Clapper, what sets my business apart from any other business services? I suggest that you YouTube me and Google me. I'm not in the business of selling myself. It speaks for itself, and everything is not for everybody. So I want you to go online, look at all the content that I provide, do some research, and then decide if you want to. There's so many different other business coaches and life coaches that are out there, but I'm not in the business where I sell myself. So if you like my content, you like my style of teaching, then you're going to hire, or you're going to purchase my courses, or do a interview process for me to work with you. So I think what I'm going to do is this. If somebody wants to do a one-on-one consultation with me, you can do a one-on-one consultation with me. If you want to enroll into any of my online courses or any of my online products, you can do that. But if you want like one-on-one mentorship, or if you want me to build a corporation for you, or if you want us to do like a strategy session, you're gonna have to do a one-on-one consultation first and let us know what your plans are. And in that one-on-one consultation, I will interview you to see if it will be a good fit, to make sure that you have the proper expectations of what it is that you want. And setting expectations is part of coaching and consulting. But I have to make sure that before somebody purchases a corporate build out, or somebody purchases mentorship package, before we just start the process, you're gonna have to be approved starting from this point forward. So that's something new that we're doing. So if you watch this video and you catch it, then you catch it. If not, then I'm gonna start back doing content a lot more, so that message will end up being pervaded a lot more, so that because people, you could go on my website and just sign up for coaching and sign up for mentorship, and if you want to do one-on-one, do a one-on-one session, or you want to do one-on-one consulting, you can do that. But like I mentioned, for in-depth things, I have to make sure that I vet people. Yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, so to answer your question, that's the best thing to do. I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on YouTube teaching for free. I have hundreds of hours in free online courses. If you can go to one of our videos where we say free coaching, and you take the follow the steps, sign up for the newsletter. So that's the best way to figure out if that's what separates me from a lot of people. Because you have Harvard, you have Stanford, you have Yale, you have all these different colleges, all these different professors. You can get a law degree from multiple different places, but you choose the one that best suits you. And that's why I don't compete. That's why I don't feel the need to try to compete with other people and try to tear other people down, because you're gonna go where you feel comfortable and where you go. If you guys get that, some people might say, oh, you're so arrogant. I don't care what you think about me. But it's not arrogance. It's just, I understand that God has called certain people to do certain places. And I wanna be where God got me. I want a God idea, not a good idea. I want a mentee that God sent me, not a mentee that's just gonna pay me good. You understand what I'm saying? I want a God-ordained situation, not a good-ordained situation. If you guys understand, I want you to say, get you. If you get me, I want you to say, get you. Oh, man. Let's see. And we're almost at the hour mark, guys. So I want to answer one more good question. All right, let's see. One more good question. Yep, all money is not good money. Let's see. All right, so this is a very good question. So what's this? The person's name is Mediscus12. Mediscus said 12 says, do we get the name first? That's a very good question. So Mediscus12, well, you don't have to register. So sometimes in certain states, they want you to register a name first, a trade name before you go through the process, but you don't have to do that. I think it's a waste of money, to be very candid with you. What you want to do is you want to Google what you want your business name to be. Google it to see if another business comes up. If the business comes up, then you know that it's probably not available. If the business does come up, it doesn't mean that it's still a viable business. So what you want to do is go to the state. Let's say you're in the state of Georgia, where I'm from. Go to the Georgia Secretary of State and do a business search, all right? And in that state, there's gonna be a search bar, and you type in, let's say like Mediscus21. Just say, type in Mediscus21 INC, or Mediscus21, or just type in actually Mediscus21. And then there's gonna be, it's gonna ask you, does it start with, does it include exactly, or does it end with? And you're just gonna choose includes as the little box, the little tick mark, and search. And every single business that has Mediscus21 in the name will pop up. So you might have somebody that might be Mediscus Inc., so you know you can't use that name. Or it might say Mediscus Lifestyle, so you know you can't use that name. But Mediscus21 is available. So if Mediscus21 is available, that's how you know to use that name. So that's a hack that'll end up saving you a couple $100, so you don't have to pay the filing fee. What you want to do, once again, to say it one more time, is go to the state that you want to file and go to the online, go to the Secretary of State, the online service, and at the Secretary of State, then you want to go and do a business search. Once you do that business search, then you're going to see if that name exists. If that name exists, if it says inactive or uncompliant, then you can get it. But if it says active or if that name is there, then you won't be able to get it. Okay? So this is the last question I'm gonna answer, and then I'm gonna call it a day because I gotta get ready to go to the restaurant. So this is from Gary Mack says, I guess it's a the man. I guess it's a you too man. I understand you type it too fast. It says, you the man. I'm learning things every time you speak. And Bo Rake said he's coming to your place when he leaves Kuwait after his contract is up. We should do he shout you out on the live. Okay, thanks for that, Gary Mack. I appreciate it, man. He was typing the way he was thinking. Sometimes you gotta read and gotta dissect that stuff. Okay, but yeah, Bo Rakes is a very good dude, man. He's a very, very, very good dude, man. I really like him. He's a thorough dude. A thorough cat from Atlanta, doing his thing, doing big things. I'm very proud of him. But nevertheless, guys. So listen, remember, the only person stopping you from being successful is you. If you don't know it, you can learn it. If you don't have a mentor yet, you have met him. I'll be your mentor. If you don't have the character, you can develop it. If you want to know how to get in contact with me, how to follow me on Instagram, how to follow me in all of my places, there's going to be a pinned comment below in the comment section, and follow all the links there. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.